So many golfers just do not understand where to strike a driver on the club face to hit the desired shot. That's exactly what we're going to discuss in today's video and help you get good at golf. Hi everyone, my name is James Robinson. Welcome back to Get Good at Golf. On this channel we aim to help you get good at golf Monday right through to Friday. Guys, if you want bonus content, if you want giveaways, if you want meetups in the summer, make sure you do check out our Sunday Club. We love our Sunday Club members. Thank you to everyone that has supported us so far. But today we're going to discuss where to strike a driver to get your desired golf shot. And this is quite an interesting video. I've not seen anyone really cover this before. All I've seen is people tell you how to strike it more out of the middle. Now, striking a driver out of the middle is quite an interesting phenomenon because not many people do it regularly. Even tour pros may not strike it bang out of those centre lines there, but they may be doing that on purpose as well. Tiger Woods once said when he's under pressure, his favourite shot is that little Healy cut. Now, what does that actually mean? How can you play a controlled Healy cut if you don't strike it out the middle of the face? Well, you see, a club face has some bulge on it and it has curve on it. So that means it's going to affect the ball flight if you strike it out the toe, out the heel, bottom it or top it, and obviously out the middle of the club face. If you want to play a little cut, then the bulge on that club face is going to gear the club into a position where the ball starts left and cuts back. So Tiger Woods played that shot quite phenomenally through the millennium and won lots and lots of times by doing so and not hitting the driver out the middle of the face, which is mind-blowing for so many golfers. Now, if you want to play a little toey draw or a toey hook, not quite as controllable, because as soon as the ball comes out the toe, you can see that face wants to open. The bulge then gears the club face closed. That puts a different side spin on the golf ball, or a spin axis on the golf ball, but it does make the golf ball move from right to left in the air. So say if you've been struggling with a slice, obviously the different parameters will dictate where the golf ball goes. But if you strike it out the toe, you may see that ball try. Have you ever hit a driver and gone, oh, it's trying to come back? That is the golf ball spin axis trying to come back depending on the club face and the swing path. So if you want to hit one out the toe, you want to get one turning over, not very easy to control, but if you do aim out to the right and hit it out of the toe, you can hit a toey slinger like Chris does in all of our videos. So generally, that's if you hit it out the heel, that's if you hit it out the toe, you're going to see different movements on there. What happens if you hit it out the bottom of the club face? Generally, you're going to see a lack of ball speed. You're going to see ball speed drop down there. You're also going to see an increase in spin. This is where you start to see very, very average drives, because a lack of ball speed and increase in spin obviously means your distance is going to be down. And generally, as long as that club face is square, you're going to hit the fairway, but you're not going to be exactly where you want to be. So where is the optimum place to hit out the club face, you ask? Obviously, you might think, yeah, I want to hit it out the middle, so I'm going to make sure I'm stood a nice distance away from the ball, I've got my arms hanging down, I'm in a nice posture, and I'm out the middle of the club face. I see so many people who tee up out the toe of the driver, and that is the people who have kind of thought on and thought, you know, I'm sick of hitting the ball right, I'm going to try and hit it out the toe, I'm going to try and get it to cut back. But sometimes you'll see people who are set up perfectly, load up to the top, and then they will early extend in the downswing. So you can see that that moves the posture. You can see then if you try and attack the ball, the hands are a little bit more upright. You can see you're then going to hit it out the toe. So the problem with this is you're not going to generate as much power. So you're going to see a low spin coming out the right-hand side. Very, very low spin, very, very low ball speed because it's not out the middle. You'll feel the face kind of gear open. So you need to make sure that you are keeping that posture through the ball. Now, why do we tee the ball up so high with a driver, you ask? This is something which, again, if we are talking about where to hit the ball out the face, driver tee height is going to play a huge role. If you tee the ball up too low, that's when you're generally going to hit it out the bottom. You're not going to see the spin rate you want, you're not going to see the ball speed you want. When you watch people's reviews of golf clubs, you can always tell where they've hit it out the face without even looking at stickers on the face or foot spray on the face or all those great drills that can help you hit it out the middle. If you see a golf comparison where club head speed's down, spin rate's up, you can already start to tell, oh, he's not hit that quite out the middle, he's not hit it where he wants to, just north of the sweet spot, he's hit it a little bit low down. We see it in tests all the time. Some people maybe don't understand that, but ideally I want to see you hit it a little bit out of the top of the driver. Obviously I don't mean sky it, I don't mean roof it, but if I want to hit a nice drive here, I'm going to make sure that I load up to the top of the backswing, ball position's nice and forward, it's teed up nice and high. As I come down into the ball, my spine angle stays back, and you can see here, because I've teed this ball up so high, let me hit you one and try and get it just out the top of the club. That for me is a perfect drive. It's a little bit out the toe. It's a little bit high on the face, and you can see it's come out with a nice low spin. Now, if I want to do that consistently, I need to make sure that all the parameters in my swing and pre-swing setup are consistent. I need to make sure I've got the right stance width. I need to make sure I've got the right ball position. I also need to make sure that I've got the right angle of attack, because if I get too steep on it, it's going to again impart too much spin. It's going to reduce ball speed and reduce distance. Guys, Chris is now going to give you a really good drill on how to hit different areas of the face depending on exactly what shot you want to hit. This is an area of golf which may take a little bit more to get used to, but if you can hit different areas of that club face, guess what? You're going to get very good at golf.
So when you're on the driving range, guys, and you're trying to practice this, one good thing you will get on most driving ranges is a different set of tee heights. So you'll be able to change those in the mat, and you'll be able to start to see hitting it on the low on the face, what it does to the ball flight, hitting it on the toe, hitting it on the heel, and hitting it high. It doesn't mean instantly that when you come out, like James said, we want to tee it as high as possible, because if I tee it as high as possible, it's going to hit high on the face, and that's going to lower my spin a little bit. That's not always the case depending on your angle of attack. If you are a little bit down, we might catch too far up the face and make one of those marks nobody wants to see.
Nobody wants that on a 500-pound driver.
Definitely not. So when you're on the driving range, start to play with different shots. If you're trying to hit one off the toe, again, we can set it extremely up off the toe and just see what it does to your ball flight. So if you're somewhere like here at Waterfront where it's a TrackMan range, you can start to look at some numbers. You can start to see if you're somebody who instantly goes into, I'm going to put it on the toe because I know that I normally hit a slice, and that's going to help me out. If you do that on the range here, you'll be able to hit that shot and start to see what distance it actually travels, because if we're hitting the toe and we're not getting as much ball speed, it may straighten up ever so slightly on rare occasions, but we might lose 30-40 yards of distance, and that's not going to help us. So we'd be better off there, still trying to hit the middle of the face, but working on our swing path. So if you try and extreme and hit one off the toe, hit that shot first, set up normal and see what you start to do. Then go a little bit closer to the ball and go and try and hit it off the heel of the... Get a little bit closer to the ball and try and hit it off the heel of the face. You'll start to see again that will bring that ball a little bit back, but what we don't want to do is start to change our angles like James mentioned. So once we've done that and try one extreme off the toe, one extreme off the heel, so we've gone a little bit further away from the ball, a little bit closer, we'll be able to find your happy place in the middle, where we're then able to bring the club back a little bit more neutral and start to find you hitting high on the, or higher up on the face, hopefully when you've played around with the tees, but also near the centre.
Where would you say your happy place is, Chris?
Happy place is Royal Waterfront. What more could you want? So guys, give that a go. Go to your driving range. You will be able to get the variable tee height, so you can start to try, right, what's too low, what's too high. Then think about, do you need a white Castle tee, do you need a pink Castle tee, or can you do it with a wooden tee?
Orange Castle tee.
Or the elusive orange
Nobody
Castle
needs
tee.
an orange Castle tee.
No, or the grey one actually, that's just about the same.
Yeah.
So guys, give that a go on your driving range and that will help you get good at golf.
So many golfers do not understand where... Oh my God.
Shot to the eye.
Oh God.